Alright, yeah, welcome back on into some more Magic Arena. So this week we're going to be taking a look at an interesting brew. So if you follow me on Twitter, then you'd know that I'm running a little bit dry on ideas at the moment. So my decisions were between a very bad unique deck, which I decided not to go with, or a very not boring, not unique deck. So I decided to go with God-Pharaoh's Gift. Except for we're doing green-red today. So green-red is a colour combination that I can't say I've really ever seen. So that's why we're playing it. Because I'm weird and I can't ever play a common deck. Ever. Just refuse. So yeah, we're playing green-red God-Pharaoh's Gift. If you want to check out the deck tech, then there's a link down below, or at the end card at the end of today's video, you can check out the deck tech there. Without further ado, though, let's get into the game, and I'll see you there. Okay, so, this hand. I feel like any hand that's got Gate to the Afterlife in it should probably be a keep. I'm going to take this one. We do have two pretty much free sacrifices for Gate to the Afterlife, which does translate to about 4 creatures in the graveyard. We'll see though. Our opponent's got himself a Bomat Courier. So we might not... Oh my god. I feel like any hand that's got 3 Gates to the Afterlives in it is not a good hand anymore. But yeah, let's put a Prospector in the way so that he eats a Shock. Or a Lightning Strike, whatever he's got to hand. I mean, if he uses an Abrade to kill Prospector, then that is sickeningly good. Oops, that's me. Apologise. Fixed. My opponent is thinking about whether or not he should even spend a card killing this Prospector. Probably should be correct. Yeah, Fatal Push. Alright. Because it allows me to get a Gate down next turn, and it also blocks his Courier, so there's a lot going wrong in that situation. An Implement of Combustion. We are reaching for cards. Well, we managed to get ourselves a Ballista on 1. And pass the turn. Hopefully he doesn't make me use this Ballista now so I can play Gate, Sacrifice and kill Courier. Well, he just dropped his red mana. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Yes. Alright, well, we'll play a Forest, we'll play a Gate. Gate then allows me to remove a counter, kill Bomat Courier, gain a life, and loot this Combat Celebrant into my graveyard. I feel like is probably the correct one to go with. Making 3 creatures. Could do Walking Ballista X0 to do 4 creatures. I could also wait for Gate next turn, and I think that's probably fine. No rush, right? He's not really pressuring us too much. Being on 19 and all. Alright, Implement goes to the yard, draws a card. Pings us to 18. Scrounger does his thing. Jade Light Ranger would have been nice had we drawn a green mana. Well, what we can do is we can go Gate to the Afterlife. Ballista X0. Which allows us to loot twice. Celebrant first. I'm looking for green mana as well. There's green mana. Okay, so probably. Actually, I have. Yeah, I have double Gate next turn. So I guess I probably want Jade Light Ranger in the yard. Let's do this. Next turn I activate Gate to the Afterlife twice, get both of my God-Pharaoh's Gifts, and then take a load of combat steps. Bomat Courier's pretty interesting. Play Bomat Courier. Because I can. Alright, crack the first gate. What say you, opponent? Allows me to go into my library and grab God-Pharaoh's gift. I will crack the other gate. Because we are going all in. This is where you scoop, opponent, because I think I could probably kill you this turn. Depending on what he's got in hand, of course, but... Unlicensed, sure. Right, so we want Combat Celebrant for an extra combat step. Then we'll have... Does it make a difference which ones I go for? I don't think so. If I go double Combat Celebrant... I suppose they have the untap, though. So yeah, I want Jade Light Ranger. Land and... Oh, Combat Celebrant to the yard. Exert the Celebrant. Attack with the Ranger. Extra combat step. Yeah, we've got lethal here. Combat Celebrant. And Walking Ballista. Extra combat step. Untaps this Celebrant. And then we have another Combat Celebrant for another combat step. And another 4/4 coming out as well. Wow. Okay. Our opponent's playing red aggro. Red-black aggro. I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe Sweltering Suns is probably the only card I want in this particular matchup. Rex Sage is okay, I suppose, but I don't think you bring him in over seeing Scroungers. I think just board wipes to slow our opponent down while we build our state up seems a little bit better. Yeah. Let's do that. Go down... Expensive things, maybe. Let's go down the Cultivator of Blades. And... maybe just one Hungering Hydra if he's... I don't know. Of that, I am not sure. I think it's a Hungering Hydra, though. Try it like that. It dies to a fair amount of stuff that our opponent's running. Then again, dies to unlicensed disintegration is not really an excuse to not run a card. I mean, sometimes it is, I suppose. If you like doing a big, stompy creature as your win con. Yeah, this is keepable. Then I suppose maybe it's worthwhile. Like, if Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger died to unlicensed disintegration, I wouldn't think that he'd see as much play. But he's not in Standard anymore, so there we are. Alright, Bomat getting in. Two can play at that game. Ooh, a God-Pharaoh's gift right off the top. Well, at least we can ramp into it, I suppose. If our opponent's running a lot of Rebraids for Gate to the Afterlife, that might actually be a thing. Bomat can also discard it and we can get it back from the graveyard with Gate later. So I guess it's a question of who can empty their hand out quicker, and my guess is my opponent can. Actually, we should swing first. Not that it really matters, because I'm not going to crack this in response to a removal spell or anything like that, but it is the correct ordering most of the time. Play Branchwalker, hopefully demands an answer so he can keep getting his courier in. Digging for lands and Gate to the Afterlives. Alright. So that's 5 mana. We need 7. We can also eventually cast our big stuff with this hand, which is nice. Glory bringing over the top. Yahini. Okay. That's annoying. So you can... Oh. Surprised it didn't swing in there. Alright. Rootbound Craig. Everybody likes Rootbound Craig. Now, do I go Hydra X2? Or do I wait? I don't have anything to do next turn. And if one of my creatures dies, then Yahini becomes a 3/3, which gets through the Hydra, which would be my reason to roadblock him with our Hydra. That is a tough one. I can't really go off zeroing Hydras either with Yahini on the board. That's really inconvenient, actually. I guess what I could do is take the 3 cards, do Hydra X1, so it doesn't die, but blocks a courier. Swing with courier, have 3 cards, crack, get a better 3 cards than our current hand. I don't know about that. Oops. How do I undo this? You're not going to let me undo this, are you? Alright, well, let's go X2. Because you won't let me Z this, will you? Oh, you will. Alright. It's just going to leave the pay thing up. Okay. Alright. Oh, there it goes. We've caught up. Did it skip my combat step? Doesn't matter, because I wasn't going to take anything, but... I think it skipped my combat step. I just spam this button, which this button is usually the attack with all button, but there you go. Yeah, not terribly surprised about that. Yahini is now a 3/3. And I suspect he'll be swinging with both. Do I trade? I feel like I probably should, because he's going to get more advantage out of his than I am. And at least we know both of our God-Pharaoh's gifts are underneath the courier. He can have his 4/4. That's fine by me. If I don't play any creatures, then he can't make it any bigger, and then Glorybringer can fire it off. Scrounger. We're at 8 though. 8's a terrible place to be. So I could Glorybring, Exert, kill Scrounger. I could point at Yahini and make him decide which one he wants, because I want Yahini to die at the end of the day. He needs a creature then to keep Yahini from dying next turn to my next Glorybringer. We're not in an ideal situation. This deck does have a little bit of an issue with just not doing what it should when it doesn't have a gate down. Which I think is the problem with a lot of the God-Pharaoh's gift decks that use Gate to the Afterlife. Most of them are built for the gate more than the gift. So he's going to sack because he can, and he should. I don't know what our odds of winning this one are, though, if you can slap down another creature to keep Yahini alive. Also, Scrounge is just terribly annoying. Decide, opponent. Decide. Yep, there we go. Crack Scrounger. We all knew he was going to do it, but he decided to take half an hour to figure that one out. Does he have a removal spell for this Glory Bringer? Or does he just scrounging out? Okay. And an Implement. Doesn't increase the clock for us, which is fine. Down to 4, though. Ugh. Yeah, I think that'll do it. You get Hungering Hydra X 3 for 5. Dies to Fatal Push, though. I think it's our best option. Sweltering Suns isn't going to do anything good for us. Not yet, anyway. Not until we can wipe his board and kill Yahenni, but he can crack in response to it dying. So, awkward spot. We just lose to removal here. But I don't think any option would have changed that. Since we could have Glory Brung exerted to Yahenni, we have no blockers back, he cracks. We're dead. Oh, we were dead anyway. Okay. Fair enough. We got Bane fired. Not much you can do about that one, literally. Anything to change? No. No, I think we run it back. I think this is fine. We need a gate. Give me a gate. Preferably to the afterlife. It's a nice curve, though. It's like turn 1 Courier, turn 2 Branch Walker, turn 3 Branch Walker or Hydra. These could find me my gate to the afterlife as well. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. As I said, any hand without gate to the afterlife in it is not an ideal hand, but it's not a bad 7 either. Another Hungering Hydra. Okay. Play Branch Walker. Should really swing first, but start graveyarding all of our utility creatures when we see them. Combat Celebrant. Really only good when he's been pulled off of a God-Pharaoh's gift. But he's disgustingly good when that happens. Scrounger. Okay. Oh, Jade Light Ranger would have been nice on curve. It's going to have to be Branch Walker instead, though, I guess. Let's get the beatdown going. Oops, wrong card. There we go. Actually need a land here. Beautiful. Now we can crack Courier. And I'm not actually that afraid to crack Courier, since a lot of these cards in hand aren't amazing right now. Oh god, he's got the Yahenni. Yup. No attacks. Oh no, there he goes. Yeah, I'll take you 5. I am swinging back with 6, and this allows me to get another card underneath Courier, so I take this all day. Please. Please. Why you do this? Four cards. What's the odds that it's land plus gate? Because that'd be nice. We'd have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have enough to flip gate if land gate is underneath there. We also have him on 8, though. So how much do I actually care? That's a tough one. I suppose I can Hungering Hydra X1. which leaves Bomat Courier cracks open. And a blocker to preserve my life total. We can go to 5 cards with Bomat Courier next turn. Hopefully we hit maybe a land so we can play a Jade Light Ranger or something like that. So we're not completely dumping our hand. But the alternative win con of Beatdown is going quite well, I suppose. Alright, Branchwalker dies. Yahenni gets a pump. Hungering Hydra dies. Yahenni gets a pump. Yahenni's doing work. Jeez. That's 7. Yeah, he's now winning the race all of a sudden. How ridiculously painful that is for me. Right, so I've got a Celebrant in the graveyard, which means if I get Gate land off of Bomat Courier right now, I can get my combat step. Get an extra turn, swing for 4. It's lethal next turn if I have Gate land underneath Courier. I feel like I've got to take it. It's a lot of cards to not see a Gate to the Afterlife and a land. And we're just dead anyway. Yes! Oh, never punished. Oh, I am punished. Because if... Oh my god. I am punished because it costs 2 for the Gate to crack. Oh god. Alright, well. No removal, no removal, no removal. We don't win this turn. I miscounted my lands. Which sucks. We got what we asked for though, so I feel like it's an emotional victory. But my opponent's got 3 removal spells in hand. Because why wouldn't he? Land, Fatal Push, dead. Don't it suck? There's a Skirk Prospector. We had lethal this turn if he didn't have removal. Unfortunately, he did. So, very close. Very close indeed. First game down. Not feeling too great about that, but, you know, whatever. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the deck, then be sure to check out the deck tech. There is also a deck list in the description below as well. If you wait for the end card to trigger, you'll get a link to the deck tech as well. Be sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the deck, and if you didn't like the deck, then be sure to dislike and tell me why. Otherwise, I can't really help you. So, yeah. Thanks very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.